Cool. Hey guys, how are you? A new lesson here for middle school kids only. I'm going to say that again. Middle school only. Okay? We're going to do something about ancient Greece, and we're going to use some diagonal lines to create space in our picture. And our topic is going to be the Minotaur. The Minotaur who lived in a maze, what they call the labyrinth, and a guy who went in there to free the slaves in the maze who were going to be eaten. So there's some examples up here. You can see the floor pattern, this checkered floor pattern. It goes diagonally back, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to make that, and then we're going to put some columns up here like they're inside of a palace, okay? And I'll show you easy how to draw a minotaur and a knight, okay? There's some down here. Same idea though. The floor is slanted, simple checker pattern, okay? You have Theseus here, the Minotaur, they're in the maze, and this is the girl, Ariadne, who helped him out, okay? The Minotaur was an evil beast. I'll show you some videos, links where you could watch about the Minotaur. Here's one on the bottom, same thing. Couple of columns, Theseus, the Minotaur. But the floor is the kind of the cool part I'd like you to learn about, all right? So I can see that I made this floor 4 inches high. So look, you are gonna need like a ruler for this, okay? So in the middle is 2 inches. So each square is 2 inches high, and they should be 2 inches wide. So watch this. Let me show you this way, a little easier. There's always a 0 at the bottom of your ruler in case you don't know. We're gonna make a mark at the 4. We're gonna come down here, and we're gonna make a mark at the 4. Okay, so now we're gonna connect the dots. Okay, this paper happens to be 9 by 12, so that's 12 inches. So how do I get the second row? Watch this. I'm gonna go 2 inches, right? 0, 2. Come down here. Put your 0 down here. 2. I'm gonna connect the dots. Now this next step might seem complicated, but it's not. You put your ruler right here. We're just gonna count by 2. So we're gonna make little, I call them hash marks. A student might thought that was funny this morning, like hash browns or something. But no, it's like on a football field. We're gonna go 2, see? 4, 6, 8, 10. And you don't have to make the one at 12, it's the end of the paper. And you don't have to make any in the middle. You do it at the bottom, 2. 4, 6, 8, 10. So now all we got to do to get our checkered floor, you go from the corner of the page to the first one. Boom. Then we go from the second one to there. That way they'll all be parallel. I hope you know what the word parallel means. That means 2 lines that run next to each other and never touch, like train tracks. They could go all the way around the whole world, all across the whole universe, and never touch. See how easy that was to make a nice floor? That's, if you want to know something crazy, fancy, I'm going to write this up here. That's a kind of perspective called isometric. That means there is no vanishing point. They don't vanish to any point, okay? They use that in architecture and in Japanese art. So watch this. Couple of columns. I'm going to put a couple of columns in the back. These Minoan ones were like tree trunks, so they get bigger and they have a capital on the top. That's half. Half of this goes off the page. Here comes my other one. I'm going to give you a whole one so you can see. It's like this. Remember, this was an upside down tree trunk. These first columns were wooden. Okay, and now, holy smokes, how do I connect it? Let's just do a curve. Take your time, make this come out right. You could use a straight line if you're nervous. And I'm going to pretend it continues over here. I got my palace here, all right? Now, how the heck do you draw a minotaur? Watch this. I'll do it fast because it's on video, you can rewind. Here's our classic shape for the body, aka the torso. Gets bigger at the top where his shoulders are, right? Here's his leg, an oval. The knee is a circle, a longer oval, for the calf, and then kind of like a triangle for the foot. All right, that's not too hard. Again, I know I'm doing that fast. You could practice this. This is the thigh, the knee, the calf. Really, I should have drawn in a little ankle. Everywhere something moves, you should have like a hinge, or the foot, kind of like a triangle. Gonna put his arms up. When you're drawing a big, strong dude, you want to make shoulders, bicep, and then the arm. Shoulders, just a circle, bicep and arm. All right, here's the pecs. Here comes the six-pack. It's like drawing a line with two W's, okay? Now, here's your shoulder, should be like an arch across. So this is a Minotaur. This has a bull's head. Check this out. A neck with just kind of like, it's almost like a triangle, but just cut the nose off, all right? The horns. I love drawing those horns. If you did the cave art. Then the other horn, watch this. Make that shape like a letter S. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Here's your eyeball. Make him look mean. Give him an eyebrow coming down. Mouth is open. Since this person eats humans, we give him sharp teeth. He's not a vegetarian, like your regular cow. Here comes his hand. Just draw a square with a thumb, some claws. Right? Square, thumb, and some claws. All right? Now you would go back and you would erase some of this, right? I'll show you the final colored ones. So where's Theseus, my hero? That's easy. You hide most of his body behind a shield. That way you don't have to draw so much stuff. Here's the shield, and I'm going to put a T in there. What is the T for? It's for his name, Theseus. Now you got to imagine his body is behind here. His body, again, like the Minotaurs, that kind of shape here. He'd be wearing like a kilt. They didn't really wear pants back then, so here's his calf muscle. Okay? And then his foot. This leg kicks back a little bit, and then his foot. Okay? I'm going to give him a Greek type of helmet. So watch, go like this. You always want to imagine there's a neck in here, right? That's why it's floating. Come up and over, up, then leave a cutout for the eyeball, okay? Up like this. Then they would have that feathered top, okay? Which was like made out of horsehair, okay? Put a little eyeball in there to look good. There we go, huh? Details. People were asking me today, how do you draw the details? Okay, the skirt was broken up like with armor. This, he would have a chest plate. This would be made out of metal. Here comes his arm. Ready, right? Shoulder, bicep. I'm doing this fast. Don't worry. Take your time with this. Hand. And in his hand, he would have had a knife. Okay? To kill the Minotaur, the evil Minotaur. Plus, then you want to add like these sandal braces. All right, now that your drawing's pretty much done there. If you want to have fun with shadows, here's a tip. What you do is you pretend that Theseus had like a torch with him so he could see. You draw some fire here. I'll do a different video where we color this, and I'll show you how to add the shadows. Because if there's light here, you get to put shadows in the back of everything. It makes it very dramatic, like this one over here. If you look, there's a torch here, so I put shadows behind everybody on this side, okay? And we can do this with crayon. This is with watercolors. If you're at home, I'll color this in with crayons so you can see what it looks like, okay? So one more shot of this, okay? And have fun with this. Thanks, guys.